Breakpoint on Sporty FM. Beyond Sport.
To myself.
You know, wananikanganya. The last time we were using mic 3, sasa umechange.
So you know you have a guest. So when you have a guest, I need to adjust and adapt to the situation.
Yes. And
to make sure anaonekana kwa camera vizuri.
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. And now we are joined by Dexter Otieno, Director of Football at True Talents of Africa Academy. And Dexter, karibu sana Sporty FM.
Asante sana. You guys are amazing people, and thank you so much for having me here.
No one has ever told us that, by the way. Tangu tuanze show. Tumemba hivyo.
Hapa tujambiwa. But thank you so much. Each of us has a history with you. We've met somewhere and somewhere.
Corner.
You know, sports industry is very small.
Yeah, sure.
You tend to meet everybody and anybody. So thank you so much for coming through.
And it just reminded me that the last time we met is now 6 years. Physically meeting.
Aye. Me at least I invited him to an event just a year ago or 2 years ago. Pale La Liga.
Dexter, atufai kuishi hivyo.
It's impossible for us to live like this.
Yeah.
Need to be more intentional on trying to
meeting
visit
people.
each other. I've visited you guys here. It's incumbent upon you guys to visit me.
Na to visit you pale kwa ground.
Yeah, and
I
then
agree.
It becomes a yearly thing.
I agree.
Why not?
That's a good challenge.
Yes.
For our listener who is wondering, Dexter ni nani? Mwambie, who is Dexter Otieno?
Okay, in a nutshell. Okay, sawa. I am a football coach. I am a mentor.
Yes.
I am a father. More than that, I don't know. Maybe somebody else would describe me. But that is what I know.
Yes.
Yeah. And I've been in football for the longest time. I don't think I've been involved in any other sport in my life, although I borrow a lot from other sports.
Yeah.
But football is my home. Yes. And yes, football and specifically youth development. Yeah, so that is my major.
And how did you get into football? Were you a player first, then transition to coaching? Ama ulianzia coaching? How did you just get into football?
Yes, for sure. Like any other story out there. Like I played like unstructured football, school football. And it is actually my sister who helped me discover the
that
talent.
You could play.
Yes, for sure. Because she used to play in the school team. Yes. And then one day it happened that their male team did not have one extra player. And so it happened that I was around. Ingia tu jaribu hapo. Nikajaribu bana. Ikuwa tu kujaribu. Nilifanya mambo. Nilifanya vitu bana. And that was the beginning of this long career.
Yes.
And after a while, I think in 2010, I hadn't played like to the top level, of course. But our time, hizo levels in Mona Squeezy, hizo zilikuwa very competitive, by the way. Football was very competitive when I used to play.
Yes.
After in 2010, I had to make a conscious decision, having the ability and the foresight to see what my life would become in the future.
Yes.
And I decided not to continue with playing, and this is one of the things that is it's very important for even young players to understand that you need to know when it is time to quit. And so when I realized that I didn't have a future as a player, yeah, just to say, so I decided, okay, fine, that it's easier, it's a little bit easier. But again, it's not like I just picked up something.
Yes.
Because even when I was playing, I was very like, for me, it was natural that I would understand the game a little bit better, and I would try to communicate. So naturally just sliding into coaching was a little bit easier for me. Of course, I wouldn't become a referee. Instruct kidogo
Yes.
and trying to think further than what is currently happening really helped me now to transition into coaching. Yeah, and so that's
where
been the
you,
process.
where you are. And in terms of coaching as well, what are the qualifications umefika uko na CAF gani, CAF B, CAF D?
Yes.
Because those documents are really important
very
when you are getting now into coaching.
So the person sitting here is a CAF B holder.
Brilliant.
I'm hoping to do my CAF A
Yes.
very soon. Yeah, and they are very important, just like
Yes.
you said.
Yeah.
Accreditation is incredibly important, and it just gives you the confidence as well.
Yes.
It's very important because when you know that you've gone through a particular process, then the confidence that you have is immense, and people respect you for that as well. So you can't just say that I am a good coach and najitambua, because a lot of times you hear people say that najitambua, but at the end of the day, it is important to go through a process. It's important that you are certified, and it's going to be really, really helpful for you like in the process.
Yes. You know, we invited Dexter Otieno, the director. But before we get to Dexter Otieno, the director, let's talk to Dexter Otieno, the coach.
Yes.
There are some of your videos. Ukipiga kelele sana. You're really shouting to your players.
Giving instructions.
Yes. So many people loved that approach.
Yes.
There were critics who were saying, hawa ni watoto wadogo unawapigia kelele.
Yes.
I don't know why did you choose that angle of working?
Thank you. Very important question. The thing is, people are different. That's one thing that you need to understand.
Yes.
And in this coaching journey, it is important that you impact the way you feel. It is important that your character comes out. Because now you become very authentic.
Yes.
And now you're very genuine.
Yes.
You see. And personally, I'm a very passionate person. You see. For me, football has given me everything that I am today. You get that? And so many times that I've seen this happen, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of times I have seen people not expressing themselves simply because they're afraid of being criticized. But in the process, you realize that you're giving out a fake personality out there. You see that? And for me, when I am inside the game, I want to express myself. And I want my players to get to understand that this thing is as important to them as it is important to me. And I just want to share what I feel. And that is exactly how I feel. It's a burning passion. It's a sensation. It's important for me. Because without football, I wouldn't be seated here right now at Sporty FM. You get this? There's so many people who would want to be here today, Joshua.
Yes.
And Hilda, sorry. There's so many people who want to be here, but it's simply because we've met through this game that I am here today. If I wasn't authentic enough, there's a very high likelihood that you guys would not even invite me here. But I'm authentic enough to show this is who I am, this is how I feel about the game, and I understand that not everybody would appreciate that, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. But it is not demoralizing the players. It's basically telling them that this is what this sport is all about. There's another angle to it as well.
Yes.
So many people want us to like touch bembeleza
kids glove.
Yeah. Okay, fine. It's okay because we're massaging their egos and all that. You don't understand how difficult it is, especially with when you're preparing these particular athletes to go outside of this country. You don't know how difficult it is when they go and meet other characters out there. They are never prepared. Psychologically, mentally, these kids go out there and then they meet characters like me out there who are even more harsh and using some very bad. Yes, of course. and at some point, I came to just tell myself that this is preparing them for life ahead. And I always tell them, if you can deal with me, bro,
then
uko sawa. Like uko ready mentally. Unanipata? And I just don't do it like pia ati for the purpose of kuwa demoralize No. But even when I am doing this passionately, I am saying something that is important to them. You say that. And football is so mental. These athletes that we see every single day, Liverpool, those guys go through a lot. And it is important that we start taking them through a lot. Now,
how did your players take?
let me tell you the truth. You guys, it's sometimes I get confused. I don't understand why they love me so much because of that. But again, sometimes I understand because I'm more authentic.
Yeah,
Because it's true. Because now you know who you're meeting every other day.
Yes.
And it's not like it's 100% every time. I know when to cancel.
Yes.
I know when to go high.
up.
It's important to know how to balance
Yes,
this thing.
yes.
You see?
Yes.
So it just can't be every single day. It's okay. It's okay. Go
You'll
again.
be better.
You'll be good.
Yeah.
Sometimes they cannot be better until they are. Yeah.
Until you have those.
Yes,
those,
exactly.
those
And you push and
situations,
you make sure, and they appreciate that a lot. And you know every single time that if you are in a session with me, you in 1 hour, you have to do the right thing.
Yes.
Because I want it for you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
You see, and again, the other angle is that there's no so much time of development. I don't know if you guys understand that there's no so much time that we have. Some of these, at least that we have, they are probably 18. What is an 18-year-old doing in Manchester United? What are they? Where are they in terms of development? They are so there.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
saa zingine lazima usukume usukume kidogo ndio waweze unaget so entirely it's not for a bad reason. It is for a very very good reason. Yes.
And of course, we would love to talk more now about your role, your current role at your football, that is True Talents Academy.
Yes.
And just the general importance of sports academies in our ecosystem, in the sports ecosystem.
Yes.
Because there's been a tough conversation around our academies.
Yes, for sure.
And talent development.
Yes.
And how transitioning that, especially in football,
Yes.
to either to the league, the top tier league,
Okay.
and of course to the national team. Because at the end of the day, pale the pinnacle, it's playing for your country.
Yeah,
yes. So kindly just tell us more about the True Talents Academy and the types of players or talent you're working with.
Yes.
And eventually the transition.
Okay. True Talents of Africa was established in 2019. So ideally, what True Talents of Africa came to do in this whole football ecosystem is to link between development and opportunities.
Okay.
That is all that we are doing. And in that process, the role of academies in general, as per what I feel, is it is important that we have a particular pathway. Development pathway. It is very important. Any country that has been at an advanced level has had a very like really stable development pathway.
Yes.
So you see, and the role, for example, that True Talents of Africa plays, and it is very important. We would have been just any other academy, but when it was established, the most important thing was to try and bring about some high level of professionalism. And you guys have been in this game for the longest time. You know that mostly our development is a weekend based kind of development. Saturday, Sunday, done.
Yes.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, it's
your
more or less of
story
a co-curricular
Exactly.
activity than anything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to be a football powerhouse. I don't know if you can rely on that. It's very difficult to rely on that. Sure. And so we came into this space to make sure that at least we the first thing that we needed to do is to make sure that we have a program that can develop these particular players by making sure that we can train at least 4 times a week. At least 4 times a week. The contact time that these players need to have for us to catch up with the likes that I've just tried to mention right now, is that we need more time with these boys. And you realize that for you to do that, chances are you're going to have the pool of players that you're going to attract are these ones when you're memaliza shule. The in between there, before you're waiting for results and you don't know what next.
They have the time. They have the time.
That is the moment. Of course, it is not early enough. It is late.
It's late.
It is late.
It is.
But our education system, you guys know. You guys know. It is very difficult to unless unangoja mpaka shule zifungwe, that is when, and you guys have you realize that I had a football academy as well, Young United Football Academy,
Yes.
and most of the development used to take place during holidays,
Yes.
which again is very disturbing. You see, so one of the ways that we first began was to go into schools as True Talents of Africa. We have a center of excellence in Dawamu, somewhere in Kiserian,
Yes.
and then we had Nova Pioneer.
Patika Road.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, for sure. So very quickly, the first challenge that you encounter when you go into schools is that schools are schools. Schools are schools, and schools just they accept these programs, but then again they have their own.
Yes.
You see,
their
own
as
structures
well.
and the way they want to do stuff.
Yeah.
And it sort of becomes a push and pull, because if you want to do it professionally, then the school needs to give you time. For example, if you want 3 times a week, you need 3 times a week with the students. You see that? But of course, for obvious reasons, there's always exams, there's always a catch-up, physics. It becomes very interruptive, of course.
Yes.
But the beauty about it is that we had already begun this under 21 program on the side here at Pangani, right? So then we began to question ourselves, like, this impact, is it possible for us, especially with the Center of Excellence, is it possible for us to get what we really, really want? Then now we said, okay, fine, let us now focus a little bit on the under 21 program, which now is the major opportunity provider, right? And now we came out of Nova Pioneer. Of course, the WAMU is still ongoing because we have some standard operating procedures that the WAMU have been able to like sort of agree with us, and it's still helpful where it is helpful.
Yeah.
But now our focus is mainly on the under 21 program, on accelerating the development of these 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, and so developing that pathway where you can train them and then you can be able to attach them with opportunities outside the country.
Yeah.
And that is basically what we are trying to do. And so that entails again like training 4 times a week. That makes you make sure that the football side is taken care of in terms of the technical development, in terms of the tactical awareness. We are very particular with that. The physical side of things, we do have as SNC program every Tuesday, every Thursday to just make sure that they are physically developed.
Yes.
And the mental side of things, this is what we've discussed right now. We have a mental conditioning program, but at the end of the day, even the training themselves are opportunities for us to like sort of fix the mentality side of the game, which is very important, which I've said again, that out there, that becomes the key thing.
Yes.
Yes.
How does the academy scout for or identifies talent? And once you've identified the talent, you brought them in.
Yes.
How is the exit plan? Ama wanakanga hapo full kabisa?
Absolutely. So ours is unique in the way that we hold trials. So we call out for talent to come. Then when we hold out a trial, the players who sort of fit in the criteria that we want, we sort of invite them now into the program. Our program at the incubator, which is the under 21 program, the season goes for 6 months. We have a 6 months period of training and developing. And once the player there, for example, has excelled and has shown that they are able, then we attach them with the relevant opportunities. We have different pathways. We have pathways from Poland, Romania, in Spain. Recently, we have one in South Africa, which is a very significant one for us. So when the player is good enough, and sometimes, and which is most times, 6 months is not enough. So it could take you up to a whole year, which is 6 months. That is 2 seasons. And mostly that is where now you begin to actually see the player that is ready for some of these opportunities. Yes, and then now when you're ready, then you grab your chance to go and showcase. And actually one of the major ones is the one that actually ties football and education in the US. That for us is now the biggest one, because at the end of the day, not everyone is gonna like sort of make it as a player.
While at the academy, do they get paid?
Not really. They pay.
Or they pay for
They
being
pay. It's
Yes.
a pay for play academy
Pay
for
for
us.
play,
Yes,
uh-huh.
and I know there's always this conversation. Pay to play against the other side where
Yes.
it's come and let's do this. The beauty about it is that I've been on both sides.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
because on the other side, it's
I've been on both sides, and
Yeah.
there's no one side that really.
There's no other
you
side
can
that
say
is better than the
No,
other.
no.
yeah.
Where if I speak about pay to play and what advantages that pay to play have is, for example, you can imagine a situation like True Talents of Africa and the impact that we want to make.
Yes.
It requires you to have the resources.
Yes.
For example, we train on the same ground where Madara United, a Kenya Premier League team,
Trains.
we have to pay for that facility. We have at least in that program we have at least 5 coaches. In that one program, 5 coaches.
Yeah.
That has to be taken into account. That they have to be paid, and they have to be paid on time. Because if you want to set up anything professionally, then there's no way that you're going half in and half out.
Yeah.
You have to go all in. And I want to thank my director because he's so always very focused on this.
Yes.
And he says that we have to do it professionally, and everything has to meet the requisite standards.
Yes.
And so sometimes you ask yourself, without these resources, without them basically paying up for the program, are we able to give them the best that we can be able to give them? The answer is no.
Yes.
I've been on the other side.
Yeah.
I can tell you for sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to do everything for the player, but you just can't because there are no resources. And that is why we are able to do and we are able to impact the way we are able to impact, because at least there's some monies that are coming in. And honestly, football is a very expensive venture. We have to. We are not even. Sometimes I look at it like we even go over and above just to try to make sure that these athletes are well prepared for what is coming ahead of them. Yes, so for sure they pay the program. We don't pay them.
Yes.
Fantastic. And I want to pick your brain on something that has been on my mind for a while, and that is high schools.
Okay.
Because what we have seen in Kenya Saizi, it's more or less high schools are the academies.
Yes.
In quotes.
Yes.
Because that's where we'll get players that will transition into club football, that will transition to play for the national team.
Yes.
So I don't know, what are your thoughts about the structures in our high schools, and as for talent, that is because that is where we scout talent. It's not even only football. Volleyball does it as well. In the school games, that is where they find the talent that transitions to club level. Basketball as well. So most of our, even rugby, it's high school, then now campus, and then now you get to scout players from there, not necessarily academies. So I don't know, what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, the first question is, does it work for us?
By the numbers so far, it works.
So it works.
Yeah,
then it's fine.
it works.
The other question would be like,
is
it something that we can depend on long term if we want to become a football powerhouse? I don't know.
Is it?
I don't know, because as much as it exists, then we cannot say that now the academies are more structured. It is somewhere that you can easily sort of come and put in a philosophy, how you want things to. I've just elaborated how difficult it is to work with schools, for example.
Yes.
It is difficult. And some of these schools that we are mentioning, at some point they forgo the education just to focus on this game. You understand? That is why you see some of these players they are able to, because they and I understand they have decided that, okay, when it comes to Kifika Jioni, you guys go to train and all that. But again, school is school.
Yes.
School is school. And if you want a long-term approach, academies should be where now we focus all our attention and all our effort. I'm not saying that we shouldn't, because it's working currently.
Yes.
But I honestly believe and
but for you think for
in the long term,
it
is important for us to have that structure where academies are the ones who are given this particular mandate. I might be wrong. but that is what I feel at the moment.
Yes,
because it's easy to implement a style, to implement a philosophy. It's easier to do that through a system or through an institution that primarily focuses on that particular subject.
Yes. And I just want to throw a spanner kidogo. I just sometimes nakanga chini I think out loud. Let's say in this context, no, the coaches walimu stroke coaches wenye train these kids pale high school.
Yes.
If we let's say empower them, they get their CAF Bs, they get their certifications, they become certified coaches, they start the process. They continue training.
Next time anaona
yes. So they again they continue now it's more structured. They at least the coach, they know what they're supposed to be doing. Then they now start coaching these players. Na wakae pale kwa shule. Tuseme if I have a CAF A or a CAF B and I'm at St. Anthony's. So I can be at St. Anthony's for 5 years. Tuseme we put a contract. I'll be at St. Anthony 5 years ni St. Anthony pale. So I continue just training and channeling and Evo talent, and then we just continue again using high schools, because in my mind I'm thinking, because so far it's working, why not improve what already exists?
Okay, very interesting. now let me ask you, this is a teacher, right?
Teacher stroke.
You see, you use the word stroke.
Main job is teaching, right?
So honestly, now you're coming up with something else, and let me tell you, you know, sometimes we look at coaching and it's so easy. So especially I'm not saying you guys, you know, because you support some clubs and you've been through the process. Out here coaching is very easy. Ni kupanga watoto na kuwaambia nitoke hapa iende hapa, period. Una get, na tunafunga bao na hiyo story inaisha until you are in the depths of this profession. That's when you realize that
easy.
It is I always say that it is a red collar job. It is a red collar job.
Tulitoka white.
Tulitoka kitambo sana. Joshua, I can assure you, you're a Chelsea fan. Maresca. Does he sleep? Amorim. Does this guy sleep? Do they have a life? Is it easy?
It's not easy.
Is it easy?
It's not easy.
Okay, sawa, fantastic. Now those are the ones that are already like sort of handling products zenye already zimesha kuwa develop na ndia hawalali. So I want you to think about a coach who's holding the career of a young player and the amount of work that coach is supposed to be concentrating on. Development is key and is important, and you have to think about the player 24/7. Where I'm seated right now, I have to consistently and constantly think about these players. Since now, for example, I am a teacher. I have to think about chemistry. I have to think about mathematics. And then around 3:30 I have to think about nimesema leo hata kwa mazoezi. You see that? You see where the problem now happens? The compounding effect of that is that in those schools, and if you've gone to those games, tell me a team that is well oiled, that clearly plays with a certain style. Because style cannot be developed only during game time.
It takes time.
And that is why I'm saying that in these academies, now you can come to True Talents of Africa. A True Talents of Africa that now is on the verge of having an international academy in our own space, which we've bought at 6-acre land right now. So we will have we'll be in contact with players from asubuhi mpaka kesho asubuhi 24/7. That is the only way that we can be rest assured that in the future we do have players who are well developed. But here kidogo hapa kidogo pale, kidogo hapa kidogo pale ni ngumu sana. Like Rangnick once said, you can't be half pregnant. You have to be all in. So we that is what I feel. And I'm not against the teachers who are going to do it. It's okay. It's fine. But I'm just saying, for the bigger picture.
Yeah.
For the bigger picture. Now to what tuna chan the other day.
Yes,
the football
yes.
fever is in the country. We're about to have AFCON.
Yes.
You see, for us to now accelerate all these things,
Yes.
I feel the academies are the better placed
To
to
do it.
advance that particular.
That particular.
That is my feeling.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, and maybe just one more question,
Mm.
because now you've opened a can of worms in my mind. Just one before you go for a break.
Yes.
I'm just curious. There's this conversation I think early last year.
Yes.
Pale Facebook, I kinda just poked a few brains on this matter.
Mhm.
As a country, as Kenya,
Mm.
do we have a football identity? Do we have a football style of play? Because you can give an example. Germany, it's always a 4-3-2-1, and it's put at academy zao. Most of the time those players play that style, so that when they're transitioning, it's easy, because it's just the same style.
Yes,
Even
yes.
their clubs, most of their football clubs play that formation. As Kenya, as a country, do we have a particular way of playing football?
Kenyan
Or sisi
style.
tuna depend tuna Kenya coach analeta.
Dexter
And I want
kona
to look
yake.
at it in a perspective now of the national team.
Yes.
Ama Dexter akikuja analeta
Anakuja
yake,
mambo yake.
coach Sahi Makathi venye amekuja akona yake. Yes.
Wow, that has always been a tough one. Yeah, it is a tough one in the sense that
Yeah.
tushai kaa chini tukasema okay, sawa, enough is enough. Enough of this one and this one and this one and this one.
Yeah.
And every school of thought, and I believe again, is just to try and look at who are we, like to develop a style, you have to get back into the culture. Like, what is our culture
Yeah.
as a country? So there are so many deep questions that we need to ask ourselves before hata tuanze kusema hey, sasa majamaa, sasa we need an identity. You see, we need to sit back, we need to ask ourselves those questions. So who are we as a people?
Yes.
How best do we express ourselves
Yes.
as a people? You see?
Yes.
And what are we comfortable with? Like, naturally, I don't know if I'm the best person to like sort of say this, but what I've come to realize is that for whatever reason, we are very technically gifted as Kenyan players. Technically gifted as Kenyan players. But the style that has dominated the football scene
Yeah.
is not that one that appreciates
They're technically gifted players.
the technical
Yes.
side of the game.
Yes.
So again, that's a food for thought. I'm not saying anything. I've probably said something. I have not said anything.
Yes.
So a wise man knows sometimes when not to say too much.
Yes.
Yes, but that's how I feel.
Okay.
So it's a deeper conversation.
Yeah.
It is something that we need to, like, the people who are involved in the game, and especially those who've come ahead of us.
Yes.
We need to sit down
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
and ask these very, very difficult questions, and then from there, now maybe we can now move forward. But until then, Dexter will continue doing his own
His
stuff.
own thing.
His stuff,
And
exactly.
somebody else will continue. We will be borrowing and borrowing and borrowing
Yeah.
and borrowing, and we would not know
And copy pasting.
and copy paste.
Let's take a short break. When we come back, I will continue with this conversation.
Yes.
Now I understand what problems Enzo Maresca is going through. When we come back. 12 noon. And of course, this is the Breakpoint here on Sport FM. My name is Kwanya Joshua.
Yes, and of course, this is Hilda Chepto. You can call me Chap.
And we're having a conversation with Dexter, director of football from the True Talents of Africa Academy. Very great conversation here. Natuchanua sana. We are now understanding why Klopp now aliamua kuachana na ball, atulie kidogo, cause inakaa the stress levels ziko juu.
Si rahisi. Si rahisi. That's why their hair gets grey and grey and grayer.
Yeah. Now, Dexter, you mentioned something that I wanted to ask, because you told us it is on pay to play basis.
Yes.
Now, when you've had a player in the academy for some time now, and now you're preparing to exit the player out,
Yes.
maybe let's say Poland,
Okay.
because you mentioned Poland as one of the countries.
Yes.
When a player gets an opportunity in Poland, does the academy benefit financially?
Not now, because some of these players, when they go there, it's not, they're going to some 4th division teams, and there's it's still a hassle. Like, it's not over. Like, it's good to be truthful. Like, people just see, like, a player has moved from Kenya, I don't know, to some country. There's still a process in there before they are signed. It takes time. Because this is a player coming from Kenya, for example. This is not a player coming from Europe.
Yes.
So there's an entire process to it. I have to accept that we are still not there. We still haven't had a player who's been signed by a top club that has been able to give us something.
Yes.
But we hope that in the process, as we continue to give so many other players an opportunity, I know it will take the time that it will take, but in the long run, I know that is a possibility that is going to come.
Yes.
Yeah, but the idea that once a player moves from here and goes to Spain, goes to South Africa, goes to Romania, then bam, it's going to be signed. It's a lie. It's a lie, and we have to tell people the truth. We have to tell people the truth. It's a hassle. It's a hassle, and especially coming from this side of Africa.
Yes,
it is very difficult.
It's very difficult.
Yes, for sure.
Is there a vision and a dream? Because I know this is currently it is just an academy nurturing talent and developing the talent.
Yes.
Is there a possibility of making it now a football club that might aim for playing in the different league tiers that we have in this country, Division 1, Division 2, or then NSL, like what we see with Mofa, Michael Olunga Football Academy, that is participating in the NSL?
Yes. Okay. Again, we need to go back to the why. The why was opportunity provider.
Yeah.
Opportunities.
Yeah.
So the why was not to play the top tier of the Kenya Premier League. But there is a process to everything. So maybe in the next 10 years, maybe we might take a look and say, okay, fine, why don't we maybe put a team? And of course, it's not like we don't play in the Kenyan league system. So for us to be able to give these players competitiveness, we've been able to register in the county league. So we play in the county league. Our players play in the county league for them to be competitive. So maybe we might get promoted from county league, which we are looking into getting promoted this season, into the regional league, and then now maybe that progress maybe elicits something. But generally, for now, talent development is the key thing, and giving opportunities to players who we have developed. You see, again, football is expensive. You guys know. Football is very expensive. Like even when you go for Div 1 teams, these teams struggle a lot. You see, and getting a sponsor in this country is not one of the most easiest thing to do as well. You see, and it has to make business sense. It has to make business sense. Whether playing in the Division 1 does really fine. Does it give the players the competitive edge? Of course it does. Does it make sense to always like sort of spend financially? Does it make sense? That's another conversation that we really need to have. One of the mistakes that a lot of maybe football programs make that I've seen is that we jump real quick. We want to be super competitive without actually thinking. One, we do not see. We do not ask ourselves the question why we are here, and then we sort of forget that why, and then now we begin being driven by now. Let us go into Div 1. Let us go into NSL. You see, and you do not foresee the financial implications of always like progressing. Through those ranks. So it is important that we now we focus. As a matter of fact, we've just turned a very like a new leaf. Right now we're going into our own space. That is like we're born again. We're starting again. We're just starting again right now. So it maybe over the next 5 to 10 years we'll be able to now see how all this pans out. But it's a very interesting corner that we've turned. Yes, it's very interesting.
That's why Pat reminded me of the political parties.
Football is politics.
It has its politics.
Football and politics are like
twins.
And now I'm very curious now. How many players do you have, Saizi,
in the program?
In the program.
Yes.
Okay. Now, like I mentioned, every season every season. But then again, one thing that I did not mention is that we started here, now we're becoming EV. So we have a junior academy program.
Okay.
The last 1.5 years, we've been having a junior academy program. So all through, we have an under 11, we have an under 13, we have an under 15, and an under 17 in the junior academy program. And then we have an under 19 team that always trains during the holiday, because these ones are the ones that are in school. And then now we have the under 21 program. The under 21 program currently, because now we are looking at in the season, January to June, and then now another 6 months, July onwards. So we have 37 players. 37 players.
Oh, okay.
In the under 21 categories. Of course, now in the junior academy categories, overall I think we have like the whole number is like 35. And then we do have a women's team as well.
Yes, that was my next. Yes,
a women's under 21 team as well. Yes. So generally, if I have to put all these numbers, if I had to give it a number, I'd probably say that we have maybe approximately 80 to 80 players that are impacting. Not forgetting that the Dawamu Center of Excellence is still in existence in
Kiserian. Source of players, where do you get your players?
Like I said, we put up one. If you're in the center of excellence, the schools provide the players, right?
Yes.
Because tuko hapo kwa shule. The rest of the programs we advertise for slots.
Oh,
when
then
the
they come
season
for
is
trials.
over, there's another one, and then we come for trials, and then you see.
Okay.
So that is how. And for the junior academy program, it's 3 months. 3 months long, and then there's always a holiday period where now you have more contact time because the students are around, and then now another season starts for 3 months. So even the junior academy eco for the girls, it's 6 months, just like for the boys.
Yes.
And then again for the center of excellence like in Dawamu, it's again school.
It's about the school time as well.
The school time. So Sisi, we always have it's a revolving door. After every 6 months. It's very challenging actually. It's a challenge, but it's a good challenge. One thing that it has taught us, and I can even speak for myself, is how then do you develop a player for 6 months?
Within 6 months. Yeah.
And you can see the improvement.
Yes.
So it's tough. Because before you know, kufunga macho na kufungua is 3 months in.
Yeah.
There's 3 months to go. You see, and the parents need to see that the players are developing. So we have a unique situation that has really helped us to like sort of be creative in how we develop the players.
You mentioned the parents.
Yes.
How integral are they in your work as an academy?
My God, those are the investors, bro. Without them, you don't have these students. These students cannot pay for themselves this program, and it is important that they see the value in whatever it is that we do. So our parents are at the center of everything that we do.
Apart from just the money they pay, do they come? Do they follow up?
Yes, for sure.
My kid is doing this.
Yes, for sure. And over the last few years, one thing that I've realized, there's a time that I was asking myself. There was a period when we started where our parents were really like always like asking us questions. The WhatsApp group was always fire. It was always burning. But over the years, it's quiet. So one time I was like, what's happening? Well, these parents don't love us anymore. But I can't realize something. They have become, they are okay. The system is working. Everything is okay. The communication is perfect. You see? So sometimes silence is a very good thing. Inamaanisha hakuna kitu. You've explained to us in the best way, so we don't necessarily need to always have an interaction. And of course, where an interaction needs to take place, the parents are always there. We have master classes when we have matches. The parents come and watch. Yes.
And before our producer starts saying that to run out of time, which naona tuko almost kumaliza. If you were to get a footballer, or even the lingua we use is you are GOAT in football.
Yes.
Who is that one footballer would you to come and mentor your players?
It's always going to be one, all the time for me, and it's someone who's clearly demonstrated one of the key characteristics that I feel like we need more. And I know talent is really important. It's absolutely important.
Yes.
But mentality, hard work is
It's key.
it's the gold.
Yeah.
It's the gold. For me, Cristiano Ronaldo, every day, if I model a player,
Yeah.
you model a player around that particular individual. Like, people underestimate what an example that, I don't know, sometimes it's not even human, but that particular person has been able to set out here. And if any player in the world is able to even do a half or even a quarter of what Cristiano Ronaldo does, then they are destined for greatness. And if I would choose, I would choose him
Cristiano
every day.
CR7 any day,
Every
anytime.
what he's doing, what he's doing even currently is something that is out of
even
this
at
world.
his age, you see.
Guys, there's someone who's chasing 1,000 goals. You know, you guys, sometimes you don't just sit back and ask yourself, what does it take you to score 900 and something goals? And something goals.
Yeah.
And he's consistent every other week. And he demands so much of himself. So much. That would be my answer.
Karibu umalize Chep
Hapo
because
maybe unajua hapo we disagree, but it's fine, but I understand where you are coming from.
But he has explained it so well.
Yeah, he has explained why. He has
Personally,
explained.
yeah,
Because
because
my goat is Messi.
Yeah,
you know?
it's fantastic. It's
And
and they're two
amazing players, and you can
amazing
appreciate
players.
their different unique
for sure.
qualities
They're
as
two
well.
amazing players.
Yeah.
But now it just depends on what character you really like want to mold around.
Yeah.
And for me, I think that gives you the edge.
Yes.
Just like sort of gives you the edge. Any room that you go, if you outwork
Yeah.
people, you always have a stand a chance.
Yes, and just a final question, because during the conversation you mentioned sometimes you pick from other sports.
Yes.
As a coach, you need to learn from other sports.
That's for sure.
What are some of the sports that you pick from, or which coaches maybe in the world size that are not football that you follow and like their journey or inspire you in the work you do?
Okay. Hapo kwa coaches niko tu hapo kwa mpira.
Ni football tu.
Hapo tu. But now some of the
Yeah.
sports that I really like, borrow a lot from.
Yeah.
I think rugby is something. There's something in there.
Yeah.
We train at the same ground with Mwamba.
Yes.
So the one time I went into the like the rooms that we share, and I found that the coach had put up some principles, and I was like, hey, yeah, it is really good. It's almost borrows so much from football, so
Yes.
it doesn't like go ile. the
Yeah, it's
extreme.
not the extreme. Yes.
It's not the extreme. I'm gonna say not volleyball. What do we call this one? Yeah, hockey.
Okay.
Yeah. So I love hockey. Sometimes I look at hockey and I'm like, hey, there's so much that can be done here if there's an inter-borrowing. There's a lot that can be done here. So what you see is that they are so like almost. So I don't have
similar.
I don't have so much of an extreme.
Yeah.
If I had any that I enjoy, is there any other that I
Sema tu NFL.
Nah. I don't know why. I honestly I don't know why, but I think those two for me.
Yes.
Are very, and I don't know. I just enjoy tennis a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think the work ethic.
Because it's the
crazy.
most difficult
Yeah,
sport, by
it's
the
crazy.
way. Fitness levels,
Yeah.
it's more
It's
harder
really
than
crazy.
football
It's really
than
crazy.
anything else.
And the
Yeah.
concentration levels as
Yeah.
well, like the movements as well, your ability to see things before they happen, to anticipate. Those are very important things.
Yes.
Like to learn from.
Now, Dexter,
Yes.
your last few seconds,
Yes.
just a message of a word to a young player
Yes.
who would want to be as great as Cristiano Ronaldo and listening to you now.
Yes.
Please speak to them. Speak to such a young player.
Yes, and where they can get you as
and
well.
Where they can get you, yes.
Yes.
Tukimaliza.
I say that I'm a mindset coach as well, and for me, what stands in between that young player's greatness is his mindset. And if you can really like sort of focus on building that as a muscle, I feel like you stand a chance. Like if you can be able to outwork almost everyone, you do stand a chance. And of course, you don't have a choice.
Yes.
You don't have a choice, and you can't blame anyone. You are responsible for your own career progression, and that means putting in the work. But the best way to do it is just make sure that you have a crazy work related mindset. So every other day, every other morning, when it's hard, you have to go. When it's easy, you win. Every other day you have to outwork everyone that's around you.
Yes.
And you just have to dedicate everything to the game. There's no kidogo hapa, kidogo pale. You have to forgo some things.
Yes.
And you just have to, because there's no way you're becoming that great as Cristiano Ronaldo if you do have moments where that is not the real focus, and that is not the solo focus. Yes.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. And you are responsible for your own career progression.
Yes.
Quotable quote from Dexter Otieno.
Yes, and where can they get to Dexter and Talent for, of course, as well the Academy? Yes, if people want to reach out, where can they reach out?
So True Talents of Africa Football Academy on Instagram.
Yes.
True Talents of Africa on Football Academy on Facebook, on TikTok, where
kila
everyone
mahali.
is there.
Where you used to shout.
Everyone is there on Twitter.
Yes.
But Coach Dexter Otieno on Instagram.
Yes.
Coach Dexter Otieno on TikTok. Coach Dexter Otieno on Facebook.
Yeah.
Coach Dexter Otieno at gmail.com. You can email me.
Yes.
07
Yes.
43
Yes.
863
Yes.
655 is my professional number.
Fantastic.
Can I repeat that?
You can
Yes,
repeat,
please.
please.
0743 863 655. That is my professional number if you want to get into contact with me, and you guys have brought your present.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. You
Guys
brought us
are
something.
really nice
Wewe
guys.
tulia.
Tulia. Wanatoka mbali sana.
Tulia.
Wacha nisimame.
You guys are going to fight over this. Sasa
Inategemea na size. Hebu tuone. Hii ni small. Hii ni small.
Wameiba.
so the idea,
It has been stolen.
and so maybe the idea.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, she won't buy that. She won't buy that idea.
Put it somewhere. You can sign. And,
Yes.
yeah.
I'll put up as a signature. Ndio aende nayo.
And you guys like frame it.
Ah.
Fantastic.
That's a present from the entire True Talents of Africa.
Fantastic.
We beg it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you so much.
Asante.
Napenda wageni ambao wanatutembelea na wanatuachia.
Wanatuletea
Siwezi waacha hivyo. Siwezi waacha hivyo. Yes,
Thank you so much, Dexter, for coming.
Yes.
Hope as the academy grows and as you guys keep on empowering and nurturing talent,
Yes.
utarudi hapa na tusipoteleane tena.
Kabisa,
Lazima
by the
nirudi.
way,
You
yes.
guys, we need like 3 hours.
3
I
hours.
feel like
Yes,
tutaongea na
tuongee.
producer.
mkisikia tu ni kama iko kitu iko.
Producer, umesikia?
Yes.
3 hours.
3 hours with Dexter.
We need that. Yes.
That has been Dexter Otieno, director of football at the True Talents Academy, just telling us how they nurture talent and empower young people to be of great footballer. We might get Cristiano Ronaldo in Kenya. This is the Breakpoint here on Sport FM. When we come back, more sports here on the Breakpoint.